Hey, it's Futari again. I wanted to start off this video just thanking everybody for tuning in to the last two. The support on them really means a lot to me. Before we get into anything, my man Belly dropped the deluxe version of his album, All Girls Love Belly. I produced the songs Plan B and Mud, so definitely check those out. I'm going to put the link in my description. And yeah, let's get into this video. I've been really excited to shoot this video. I've had this idea for a while now. One of my favorite production techniques is sampling. When I first started making beats, I was listening to Kanye, RZA,
Cool, man.
and Jay Dilla. You know, guys who are super well known for their sampling. And over the years, as I got better, I started finding new techniques. I'm gonna talk about a little website I've been using lately. And yes, I'm talking about AI. Please don't call George Orwell. So right here, I got this website called Basic Pitch. Basic Pitch is an open source audio to MIDI converter. Basically what that means is that you can drag in an audio file or even record in your own audio file, and the algorithm will turn it into a MIDI file. Like I mentioned in the last video, using MIDI over loops has its advantages. Using MIDI can be a great technique when you like a melody, but not the sound of the instrument playing the melody. Now, I will admit, the algorithm isn't perfect just yet. For this video, I actually had to go into Serato Studio and do some stem separation in order to make sure that things like drums and additional instruments aren't getting in the way. This website definitely works better for single tracks of audio. However, you don't have to do stem isolation like I am right now. Sometimes the cluttered MIDI can actually help you come up with some cool ideas. So right now I'm gonna drag in my audio file. I actually haven't made a beat in about a week. I'm really bubbling up to the rim with creative juices right now. And I'm fiending to make something. I have so many ideas. Last week I was on YouTube and I came across this video about lost media. The video was talking about some Tom and Jerry video game that went missing, and the song they were playing in the background went hard as
Tom and Jerry is one of those classics we all have fond memories watching as a child.
I ran it through Serato Studio just to separate the vocals. Now I'm going to drop this file into Logic and see how the MIDI looks. My stem separation idea didn't pan out too well. The vocals from the video were just too loud. I actually had to manually chop in between vocals and get little snippets of the melody that was playing. Would have probably sounded really bad if I tried to chop it up, so I'm gonna still use the MIDI. Were there easier ways to do that? Yeah, probably, but this video is on using Basic Pitch, so we're gonna use Basic Pitch. I just want to find a more interesting sound than that electric piano.
What? Huh?
The beat took way longer than it needed to, but it's done. Now that I got that, I'm going to show you a hopefully much easier beat to make. And hopefully this time Basic Pitch doesn't hate me. Alright, I just downloaded MIDI number 2. We're gonna hop into the second beat, because that's how numbers work. For this beat, you know, I had to do it to him, had to sample the boss, Bruce Springsteen. I'd actually sampled the song before, but instead of any stem separation, I just tried my best to EQ out the drums. I don't think it turned out too well, so I'm really excited to give this one another go. I really like the guitar at the beginning. A lot of these notes, as you can see, look pretty nuts. It's basically the MIDI's best attempt at replicating a guitar strum, so it's not going to be perfect. That's where I come in. I used to think Bruce made music for my dad. He's the GOAT. I will never tolerate any slander about that man. Also going to start dividing this into sections. Like I've said before, I like to keep a similar vibe and energy throughout my beats for the most part, and as you can see, like, I'm not doing anything too crazy in terms of switching up chords and melodies. So what I like to do to keep it fresh is to play the same thing, octave up, octave down, or by playing the same exact thing in a different sound, or by adding and subtracting different notes. So now I'm going to add my own original ideas to this sample. What I find really cool about using basic pitch is that this sample doesn't even sound anything remotely like the original sample now. Like, using MIDI in general can really help you be more creative at flipping samples. Using MIDIs from other producers is a lot of fun, but transforming complete songs to MIDI opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. I feel like a lot of people aren't really utilizing this. Alright, this beat is basically done. I just need to add effects and then of course mix it.
I just can't do this anymore.
Alright guys, I just made 2 beats using basic pitch. It's helped me become more creative at sampling. It's also a fun way to get out of your usual workflow. I'm somebody who's used to looping and chopping, so sampling this way helps me lay down ideas I wouldn't have even thought of in the first place. Thanks again so much if you've made it this far in the video. Like I said, All Girls Love Belly Deluxe out now, link in my description. Let me know what the next video should be about. Stay safe, drink more water, and make bangers.